Good morning, Dhammo. Welcome to Zomi TV International. This is a test program of online webcasting from Tulsa, Oklahoma, broadcasting the affairs of the Zomi people around the world. Today, to introduce the people of Zomi, we will start with reading the excerpt of an article that appears on the Tulsa World. It reads, Myanmar Connection. Thousands of Zomi people moving to Tulsa from Myanmar. A narrow, rutted, rocky road through steep mountain canyons is all that connects northern Chin State in Myanmar to the rest of the world. From that isolated mountainous area, home of the Zomi ethnic groups, have come 3,000 Tulsans. They worship in a dozen Zomi churches in Tulsa with services in their native dialects as well as Burmese and English. They work in Tulsa businesses and their children attend Tulsa public schools. The Tulsa Zomi community is centered in the neighborhoods around Oral Roberts University. On any given day, they can be seen shopping in the Walmart at 81st Street and Lewis Avenue, or at Tulsa's two Zomi-owned stores, the Hornbill Oriental Market and OK Asian Market, both near ORU. The Zomis are one of several ethnic groups in Myanmar. The nation formerly known as Burma is situated between China and India, and until 2 years ago was under 50 years of a military dictatorship, isolated from the rest of the world and suffering from severe economic sanctions. The Zomis are one of several ethnic groups in Myanmar. The nation formerly known as Burma is situated between China and India, and until 2 years ago was under 50 years of a military dictatorship, isolated from the rest of the world and suffering from severe economic sanctions. Newly enacted democratic reforms are rapidly and dramatically changing the country of 60 million people. About a third of the 500,000 Zomis live in northeast India, and the rest are from the northern sections of Chin State in Myanmar. A few Zomis began coming in Tulsa 2 decades ago to attend ORU, but most of Tulsa's Zomis have come in the last 5 years as political or economic refugee. Catholic Charities has been the primary agency receiving Burmese refugees in Tulsa. Tulsa is becoming a little diaspora for Burmese people in the United States, said Deacon Kevin Sartorius, Executive Director of Catholic Charities in Tulsa. The agency's Migration Refugee Services works with the U.S. State Department to resettle refugees, and for the last 5 years in Tulsa, nearly all of them have been Zomi, he said. The Burmese people who come here are incredibly smart and hardworking, and so appreciative, he said. They're almost instantly contributing to society. It's very inspiring to see their dedication and perseverance. Religion has been one factor drawing Zomis to Tulsa. Chin Do Kam, a native of Chin State who now lives in Tulsa, said that while most Burmese are Buddhists, the Zomis have been Christians for a century and feel comfortable in the Bible Belt. He said the Zomi people have strong family ties, so that when one family member comes to Tulsa, other relatives often follow. Jinx Public Schools has some 300 Zomi students, he added. Amber Necht, who supervises the refugee services at Catholic Charities, said Zomis are drawn to Tulsa because of their faith and also by a relatively good job market and affordable living. Chin State is predominantly Christian, and the Zomis are very in tune with their faith, she said. The church is the center of their social life. With the rapid changes in Myanmar creating new economic opportunities and political freedoms, some Zomi people in Tulsa may return to their homeland. movement of Zomis in India, filed by Ning Loon Hang Hal from New Delhi on the Shanghai Express. The news article reads, "We propose an autonomous hill state," said K. Guite, advisor of the Zomi Revolutionary Organization, ZRO, and representative of the United People Front, UPF, who arrived in New Delhi on February 18th to join the celebration of the Zomi National Day. The current suspension of operation of the UPF with the state and center government will last till August this year. Mr. Guite said that UPF had submitted memoranda and charter of demands to the central government, appointment of an interlocutor, and initiating a political dialogue is expected to begin soon, he said. According to the ZRO advisor, the proposal for an autonomous hill state is a non-communal approach, stating that the demand for an alternative arrangement for Naga areas and the Kuki statehood demand are community-specific that will further deepen the division among the communities of the hills, Guite said. The autonomous hill state would not only speed up development in the hills, but also bring peace in the hills and Manipur at large. While maintaining that UPF demand is constitutional, Guite explained that the proposal for an autonomous hill state will not only contain the various communal tribal discord, but also serve as a model solution not only in Manipur Hills, but northeast at large. It will also protect national and state territory, the Proposal Hills Committee. The umbrella organization of the Zomis in the United States, known as Zomi Inquan USA, Zomi Communities USA, plans to organize a centennial celebration of Zolai, the Zomi literature, here in Tulsa, Oklahoma during the coming July 4th weekend. To be hosted by the Zomi Community Oklahoma, the centennial celebration will be joined by the Zomi community and religious leaders as well as leaders and activists from literature to political fronts of the Zomis. A distinguished Zomi principal from India and an expert in Zomi literature from Myanmar are invited to be the main speakers for the celebration, he added. Zolai was created by an American missionary, Reverend Joseph H. Cope, in 1913. After little more than 2 years of his arrival in the town of Thedim in Zogam, known as Chin State of Myanmar. In Myanmar, Zomi Christian Literature Society is planning to host a centennial celebration of Zolai in November 2013 at Galamyu of Sagaing Division. You are watching Zomi TV International. This has been our program for this week. Thank you for staying with us. We'll come back this time next week.